everybody.
Welcome to Knitistry Knerds episode 22.
Oh my God, it is 22. I started to say 21 again.
22? It is.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is.
It is. It is. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Brain not functioning.
Ever.
No. Everybody.
I'm Caytee.
I'm Michele.
And we are science teachers in the upstate of South Carolina, hence the periodic table behind us. This is our 1 year podiversary. We have made it a whole year. Technically, tomorrow is our official 1 year.
Because it's May the 4th be with you tomorrow.
Be with you. Yes. So it's Star Wars Day tomorrow, but we are filming on our normal Wednesday. So Wednesday, May 3rd.
That fits our schedule. But we've been doing this for a whole year, y'all.
I know. We were kind of impressed with ourselves, actually.
Yeah, we actually did it.
We stuck with it. We made it to 1,000 before 1 year.
We did.
We met our goals.
Yeah, we did. We're excited. Yeah. So actually, we've been talking this couple of days about how we're going to branch out and expand from here and what we're going to do next. So, I mean, in addition to...
The podcast will continue, guys.
Podcast is going to continue. We're having way too much fun.
Oh, yeah.
Way too much fun.
Even when there's no subscribers, like everybody leaves us because we've just started babbling the entire time. We will still do this. Just like we continued to talk through the whole hour and a half, 2 hours, even though we're pretty sure everybody's tuned out by then. Yeah. We still keep going. I know my husband has.
That's right.
He did good. He did really good. What did he ask you today?
He did. Oh, y'all. He walked up to me in the hall after the kids all left and he goes, "Why aren't you wearing your new sweater?" I mean, with a frown on his face. "Why aren't you wearing your new sweater?" And I said, "Well, it's podcast day and I wore it for the last podcast." And he goes, "Oh, okay. I can see that. That understands." Then he turns around at the women who are standing behind us going like this. And then he says, "It's really sad that I know their wardrobe." Or I know their clothes. I know their clothes. That's what he said. Gosh. It was funny. The women just started laughing.
He watches, or at least enough to know what we're wearing.
He hangs out with us anyway.
So. That too. We do talk a lot about all kinds of things. So
he was referring to my test knit of Pearls and Postulates Chemical Attraction Tea, which we'll talk about more because it's on her wanna-do list.
It's going to happen.
It's on her wanna-do list, but it's a great pattern, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, talking about what we're going to do. Future. Some of the things we're talking about. Okay, obviously we want to crank up our work on Ravelry. We want to, we really want to work the group and do stuff with Ravelry. Yes. We also want to start newsletter/blog so that we're kind of getting stuff out there and communicating. So we have something to do in between our podcasts. At least once a month, if not every other, in between.
It'll be big, especially in the summer months if we're traveling and things, because
that's something we can do.
Yeah, while we can still meet and do like a similar podcast through Zoom, it's not going to be this.
Yeah, it's not the same as us sitting together and babbling and talking, and bouncing stuff off each other all the time.
Yeah, I worry it's going to be like too grainy or
not the kind of quality. It won't seriously won't be the quality, so and we might have internet issues because Daddy's internet's not so hot at the house in Texas.
We'll try over the summer, but it might be resorting to the blog that we're now going to start.
Yes, and with newsletter announcements and all that kind of stuff. So, with that in mind, y'all comment below and give us some ideas on things you'd like to see us spend more in-depth time on.
Yes.
In writing, not so much us talking, but actually, the way both of us write, it sounds like you're sitting in the room with us the way we write. So we write with our own voice, so you'll know immediately who's doing the writing because we sound just like ourselves.
She's gonna have y'all with all the A's and the L's.
I am. I'm gonna stretch all them vowel sounds way
that way. You know she's tired if she wrote it when she wrote it
because that's what I do. That's what I do. But yeah, y'all give us some suggestions on topics you'd like for us to address. Whatever it might be.
I want to do like tutorial videos and things.
Yeah, we do want to get that way. We do want to get there. And me too. I do.
I think it'd be fun to do different tutorials, especially with the two of us if we knit it differently or
because there's a lot of things we do differently. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things we do differently and or that we've learned from each other. Mm-hmm. And that would be a cool thing to start with.
Yeah, I think it'd be coll. Yeah, for sure.
How we do certain things and or what our favorite cast on are. What's our favorite bind off?
Yeah.
What? How do we do different increases?
Because there's a ton of them out there.
Yeah.
There was something else, and there it goes.
I caught it.
Get it?
Here.
It helped. Once we get this blog website up and running, we also want to try to sell t-shirts that we talked about all of our different ideas.
Yeah, with our different sayings and
so something with our logo on it. There was one, and I've been working on the design of the one that says Skeen, Skane, Sky. No matter how you say it, we're all in this together.
I love that. I can't wait.
I know. I'm excited about that one. And then another one I thought of was Skeen, Skane, Sky. No matter how you say it, it's all a hunk of love or a hank of love, not hunk of love. So hank of love.
That.
Just little weird sayings and things like that. So we've got some ideas of things that we want to try to get going. And now, guys, AP Chemistry is over.
It is over. Yay! They took their test 2 days ago on Monday.
On Monday.
And some of them were very positive. Some of them were very negative.
They either did really well or they didn't do well at all.
Yeah.
Because they all walked in and they told me that it was kind of easy.
Yeah.
Some
of them, when they say that, we have to worry about.
Right.
And others...
You want me to get him?
No, I'll get it.
Just going to get Chewy.
We haven't... Since we...
the cat?
He wants out.
Oh, Chewy wants out. Chewy wants out.
Since we rearranged the things...
Yeah, you can get out now. But, so... They came into class on Tuesday and they said, yeah, it wasn't as hard as we thought it was going to be. Your tests were more hard than the AP exam, and they felt really prepared for it. And
that's huge.
So
that's huge. When they walk out saying they felt prepared, that's a big damn deal.
I won't lie. I'm just saying. I'm proud of how far...
if there's any kids listening.
I'm proud of how far they came, and then I'm proud that we stuck with it. And I feel like I did everything I possibly could to prepare them for that
She
test.
did.
So
I promise she did.
I do not feel...
Even if they didn't appreciate it.
No, they didn't. They did not.
Yeah.
But when I decided to be a science teacher, I knew there's not a lot of appreciation sometimes when things like that happen, especially when you're running your class to help prepare kids for college. They get a little...
Fancy.
Yeah. But...
Nasty.
I don't feel like a lot of the first year teachers of teaching AP classes, like the things they say. I feel like I did, for a first year, I did a good job for those kids.
You didn't lose control of them. You didn't flounder in what you were doing or how you were doing it.
No.
And
I lost two.
You stayed strong all the way through the end. And you did a fabulous job as a first year.
It was tough.
Fabulous. I bet that we have good scores.
I told Zach.
She did way better than I did, and I've taught it 3 times, and she did way better than I did.
I told Zach, I just want everybody to make it 2, because then I know that we've done at least enough to get us there.
Yeah.
And I think we will. To be honest, I mean, the way those kids have worked their tails off, and...
As long as they didn't just quit on it, as long as they kept going.
None of them said they did. So, yeah. I mean, we'll see in July. I'll let you know how they did. I'll give you kind of a breakdown of the scores after I get them back. But sometime today, they'll post the... free response questions that the kids had on one of their tests, and I can look over them, and we can actually go through them if they want to, but they're not going to show up. They don't have to really show up anymore because
it's over.
Why would they? But
it's over.
I get an extra planning period, I guess.
Yeah. And I got all my grades caught up. I got my projects graded. I'm so excited.
Lots of talk here. Sorry,
guys. Shop top.
I finished 2 classes. So far, I have an A in both. One of them's not done yet. Simba's going to knock.
No, it's Taylor's Wonder. Quit it.
Salem's going to knock the table over.
Simba's outside.
It's all good. Oh.
What happened?
Oh.
Now he's working on the other side.
Don't you growl at me.
Stupid.
Oh.
Salem, go on. Stop.
Done.
Y'all.
This is our life. This is our life.
We can always say the brains were in the part of the tail that didn't get grown.
There he goes. He's walking off now. Anyway, so I finished 2 more classes. I have 3 left, and they'll all be pretty much over the summer. So
yay! I'll be done. She'll be done.
In August, I'll be done.
When I get back.
Yeah. I'm excited to be done, so then we can start doing more things with this.
Yeah.
I got to knit this past week.
She did.
I took a nap this week. I never nap.
There we go. That's a big deal. I like the napping part.
Oh, it was good. Yeah, I haven't taken a nap in a long time.
So. I haven't gotten to do anything different. Just same old.
Same old.
Except for Saturday. We'll talk about Saturday more, but local yarn shop day was this past Saturday. And we had 2 yarn shops.
We went to 2?
2.
We talked about 3, but when we finished at the second one, we're like, we can't.
We tired, and we got to go to the prom.
And we spent too much money. Oh, Lord, yes. Wait till y'all see this. We're both on such super hiatus. Yeah, restriction. Grounded. Yeah, I deposited all my birthday money into the account because it's already spent.
Yeah, I have no excuse.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you wearing, Caytee?
What am I wearing? I know what I call it, but I need to remember the name of the pattern. So this is, all the yarn here is old soul fiber. Samantha Fusco, she no longer dyes yarn. I don't think she's getting back to it or anything like that. But I'll stand up here in a second. Let me figure out the name.
Right now.
FOs. And I'm using my amazing Knitting Genius app because everything's in there.
We love this app.
It is called...
We need to remember to put that on the
blog.
Yeah.
This is the Rattlesnake by Jamie Hoffman.
Jamie Hoffman, Rattlesnake. I'll put it in the show notes. There'll be a link below to the Ravelry pages.
Okay, I'm going to stand up so you can see. Okay. All right. Did I wear this one before? I feel like I did, but I don't know.
Remember.
So the cacti here, they're actually seed stitched. So there's a little bit of texture to them. I think it's kind of a cool little add-on. I love that. You know, because cactus.
In person, it makes it. It just makes the fact that it's got a texture to it.
Yes. And then there's like a color change here in the middle where you go from the blue to the red. There's also these, I don't know, can you see this? The lines?
Little
maybe
toothy look.
So the red and the black color I used with the wine color down here kind of blends in on the camera. And then I think there's only one spot where I had to do 3 color work one time. It's like one row. And I think you could like avoid that if you wanted to. You could find a way to maybe just do slip
stitches or something
if you wanted to. But this was a really fun knit. It was very fast.
It's adorable.
The short sleeves. It's perfect for the weather around here, especially when it's kind of warm outside. Oh, there's also these little bobbles up here. Like little wrap stitches.
It's so cute.
Along the neckline. I like this pattern. It's nice.
Just leave them out there.
Okay.
It'll be all right.
So, yeah, Rattlesnake by Jamie Hoffman, all the yarn. Old soul fiber, but again, you're not going to be able to find her stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, she's not dying anymore.
No. What about you? What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a Ranunculus. The Ranunculus.
It is always on the hot right now in Ravelry. Just
There's
so you guys know.
Thousands of them out. I've knit 3. Mm-hmm. I posted the third. I mean, I showed the third one while I was knitting it for Sarah out of the Heartland, Line Brand Heartland, and I'm not sure, but that's not what this is knit out of too. I don't remember what this is knit out of. I'd have to look it up. I didn't look it up beforehand. This is 3 years.
It's a few years.
Because it was before I did the one out of your alpaca.
Yep. Yeah, it was the first.
So this is like 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
check the show notes.
Yeah.
Yarn's down there.
Well, I think I'll look it up. Maybe if I wrote it down. I've gotten really bad in the last few years about not writing things down. Okay, I'll stand it.
She's actually gotten better because we started the podcast.
Yeah, because I have to keep track of all this stuff. Okay.
You want to like?
No, it's pretty big. Remember, guys, I did it 4 years ago. I was probably 60, 70 pounds heavier than I am now because I'd lost some weight before I started this last little trek. So it large, but it I think it still looks okay. I'm wearing it over a dress, and I know I flashed y'all. Yeah. I don't even remember what size, one of the big ones, size 6 or something like that. I don't remember, 44 or 48. I don't remember which one I did. And I love this pattern. I know those of you who've been around since the beginning have heard me go on and on and on about Ranunculus, but you can really see the stitch pattern in this yarn.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it really clearly. I love it. I had several people say something to me today about it, how cute it was. And I just love this pattern. I like knitting it. I like the way it looks. You can do a high neck or a wide neck. You can do a round neck. I think this is the round neck one.
But But she's got it written in
in
every
multiple
different
sizes.
weight size. Like,
and it knits to gauge. It's like a 14 stitch gauge for 4 inches, and you can do whatever yarn combination you want. You could just do a mohair, single strand, and make it really lacy and floaty.
Yeah.
I've done it in Aran weight 100% alpaca, and it's gorgeous.
Just can't wear it here.
I can't wear it here, but it's hot. But I mean, it's so warm. But I could wear it as a coat. Yeah. But I love this. It goes so fast. And since I first started knitting it, she's put out videos about every stitch pattern, everything she does on it. There's videos. You can do big balloon sleeves. You can do whatever sleeve you want. You can stop the sleeves up here or do a little bit down here. But yeah, I've got lots of yarn set aside to do more because I just love this thing.
It's very versatile. Like
super
you can
versatile.
do all kinds of things with it.
And again, I'm almost positive this is a Line brand yarn or a Hobby Lobby yarn, one of the two. I don't remember which, but
you might be able to find it.
It may have a little cotton in it.
It looks like it might have cotton.
I think it might have some cotton in it, like a cotton acrylic. I don't know. I'll look it up, but you can do. I've done it in all kinds of yarns. Expansive and cheap and fun. I love yarn as long as it's a string. And I can wrap a needle around a needle. Okay, I have no idea where I am. Is that the right place?
Yeah, it's about good.
Okay, it's close enough.
We can see each other.
All right, so now we did
our wares.
What we're wearing.
Neither of us have FOs.
No FOs. I had 2 last time. 2 sweaters. So I think that was pretty. I'm still rolling off of that because I've done very little since then.
I had my partial FO last time. I'll show Elton again.
Oh, talk about this. We got some discussing to do here. Cussing and discussing.
I wanted to have a sleeve at least half done at this point, and I would have.
Oh, she's knit it 3 times. 4.
I knit one sleeve once, and then I said, well, let me try the other side and see how it goes. I knit that one 3 times, and I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. So I'm supposed to pick up 72 stitches there. There's not 72 stitches there. I don't know what I've done. Maybe I made a smaller size, and I don't remember it, but I'm pretty sure I picked a 3. And maybe there is, but I just...
But that's the 5.5 inches. See, that's what I don't get.
Maybe I read the pattern wrong because I did that a couple times where I messed something up on here.
That armhole is itty.
It fits. Like I don't have a problem with it fitting around my arm. That's not a problem. But when I pick up the stitches, it bunches, and then
if she picks up the number it calls for, it's too many.
Yeah,
it's too many. There's just not room for that.
I cut it down, and I picked up what felt natural, and I put it on, and it stretched out so that it was more like it looked like this instead of a nice. If I put it on, this is what it looked like, and I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look
flowy.
Yeah, I want it to look right.
And it was too tight.
A little too tight as it went down. So I went and I started over. So I tried right number of stitches, what stitches felt right. Went back and started knitting, and then was adding stitches under the arm. Increasing a little. And then I started looking at it, and I decided I was going to increase and then start changing colors because I had changed colors on the first 2 times, and it is nightmare getting mohair to unknit like several rows. So I decided, okay, I'll just knit the increases until it's the right number till it looks like what I need it to look like, and then I'll start adding in the stripes because I didn't think that would be a problem. In all honesty, I feel like that'll look good. And realized that I had switched to metal needles so I could see what I was doing, and my gauge was way too small, which is not normal. I went down a size, and that it shouldn't have caused my gauge to get too small, but it did. So I again took it out, and now I get to try a 5th time later. But
it's in timeout right now.
It is, and my other thought is, like, if I try this one more time and get the right gauge with the right needles and it doesn't work, I might go through and steek and just kind of cut down the armpit some, like the armhole some, and then pick those up.
Which would work.
It would work. I just, at this point, I'm so frustrated that I've knit it so many times, and I know it's not a waste of time, but when you don't have something to show for all that work, it feels like a waste of time.
It feels that way.
So it's in timeout right now. So I wanted to show you guys a partial sleeve, and I just don't have it. I'm sorry. That's what I've been working on for 2 weeks.
doing and undoing and doing and undoing.
This one, but this was just because I needed something that wasn't going to make me mad.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that.
The my Elton I haven't touched because I hadn't decided how far down I want to go, because I for sure don't want too small armholes, and so I know I'm going to go further than what the pattern calls for, but I haven't decided how far. So it's sitting there while she does this, and then I try to figure out what I'm going to do with it. So mine hasn't gone anywhere either.
I think I'm just going to steak it and just do it that way, because
you might, yeah.
I think that'll be the easiest thing to do.
Okay.
All right, WIPs. I got one. Besides Elton. Elton's the only one
I'll do the other one. Just so I can do
okay.
the other one.
So I was looking around as I needed size 4 metal needles to try to figure out where all my 4s were. I took a needle inventory.
She
can't find anything I need. Yeah, I think I use 4s a lot. I did a whole needle inventory, and so in my knitting book that I've showed I think once.
Yeah, we talked about it once, right?
Once. I might bring it again. I made charts of all the types of interchangeable tips that I had, whether they were metal or wood, because I've got both, of course. I've got the lantern ones, and then I got the rest. Somebody is trying to contact us through our Instagram account at the moment. I'm sorry, I keep buzzing. Anyway, so I went through, I was like, well, I got 4 somewhere, so let me figure out what they're on, and I found the project they were on. This I started last summer. I don't think I've shown this one. I think I started it just before. We're in trouble, aren't we?
No.
Okay.
Samantha Nelson, thank you, darling.
Yes,
they just put them on, and there's like 10 left. Oh. Excuse me one second while I buy us a couple.
Okay. So this right here is called the front knot tee, and I'll pull up the name in just a second. So you can see that the front has that little knot there, and it's a bottom-up knit. Very, very fun. The yarn is unfortunately it's a discontinued Hobby Lobby yarn, but you should see how it's like wrapped around the yarn itself. So there's blue and there's yellow literally wound around the strands. And so it makes those little pops of color. It's really fun to see how some of them line up sometimes. There's like one set in here that's like a straight line, and there it is. It makes me happy every time I see it. See a little straight line of yellow. Somehow they lined up perfectly to give me that tiny little straight line right there. But yeah, so this is, let me figure out who it's by. I feel like I'm rambling. I'm sorry, guys. Front knot tee, where'd you go? There she is. Okay, so this is the knot front tee, not the front knot tee. Knot front tee by Carrie Bloomer. Let me get the name and everything in there. So the name's at the top, and then her name's at the bottom there, and I'll blow that up here like this so you can see her name. And she has a lot of cute patterns. She has this in a couple different forms. So that's my summer. I'm making a summer one, short sleeve, to wear. It's made out of that. The yarn is cotton, so it's nice and breathable. I think is the word I want to look for.
Breathable. We like breathable.
But so the way you knit this, you actually start by knitting the strip down the bottom. So you knit 2 stripes or lines of yarn, and then you twist them in the middle to make the knot part.
We got them!
Yes! And we got stuff to show next week. Or next time.
Okay. Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha. Nope. Come on now. Where's my brain? There it is. And so you can see how it's all twisted up on the inside there. And her instructions were very clear.
I want to do this.
It was very easy to do. I mean, again, you just you knit so many rows, and then you kind of bring them together in the middle. It was a little tight knitting past the first part of the knot, because you're really, those stitches, it's almost like doing a very giant cable. But yeah, once that was done, it was super easy, and I love this yarn. I wish they still made it. Of course, they don't make the yarns you love the most, do they?
No.
They stop.
They discontinue.
They do.
It's one of the reasons why I have so much Tosh Sport.
Yes.
Just to make sure. Oh, look at that pretty.
That's a twill and print stitch marker. And this one over here, I don't know that we've talked about her, but we might have. This is Sunrise Grove on Etsy. She does a lot of knitting type stuff. So this is like a light bulb with a cactus and some plants inside of it. She does all kinds of little wooden things. I've got a pair of bird skull earrings that are wooden. I think I've showed those when I showed my night. In a dead of night. The dead of night with the bird skulls on the top.
Oh, yeah, dead of the
night. I had the earrings that match. But yeah, so she does a lot of cute little like wooden stitch markers. She's got wooden gauge, needle gauges. She's got a yarn gauge wrap. She even does things for embroidery. You know, the little cards that'll hold your embroidery stuff. But I do like her stuff, so it's very clever, like little things that she does. But I have several of her stitch markers. I really like them. But yeah, that's my.
I like that pattern.
Yeah, I do too. And right now I'm just knitting round and round and round. I had started, when I picked it up, I had put in a Lifeline and I had started the shaping. And the shaping of this is all done in the back. So you don't do the chest shaping in the front. You do it in the back. So you add it into the back. And it was like, this was barely going to come down to my belly button. And I'm not a crop top kind of person. So that's why you use Lifelines. Especially, I'm pretty sure my thought process was, I think this is going to be too short, but let's see what happens. I was right, so I went ahead and, lifelined back a few. I had a good chunk done, and it's like, no, I need some more length to my knitting here. So, yep, that's what I did. But Lifelines, if you don't know how to do that, maybe we'll put it in the new blog.
Yes, okay. There's a topic for us to do, is Lifelines.
And then how to pick up the stitches from the Lifeline, because that is it took me, it can take a hot minute to figure out how to do that. So,
yeah,
and then
it can.
If you put your Lifeline in right, you just follow the line itself when you're picking up stitches before you rip out, and you can it's very easy.
Yeah, it's
but if you don't do it right, then or if you like post add it, which is not a problem, you can post add.
Yeah.
Then you want to know exactly how you want to put it in there so you can follow.
Okay, let me ask you a question. When you did it, did you stick the thread through the little hole in your needles and take it along with you while you knit it?
I think I did. If I remember correctly, I did.
I haven't done that yet. I know you can, but I haven't done that.
So a lot of interchangeables, you have this hole there, and they call it a Lifeline, like a possible Lifeline tool. And so you stick your yarn or your thread through there, and as you knit, the Lifeline follows along and gets added into your stitches. Mm-hmm. And then when you're done, you just take it out of the hole and leave it and knit.
And keep on going.
Yeah. And I think I did for this one. Now, I've done before where I decided to add a Lifeline, so I just took a needle and some yarn and then just strung
That's the only way I've done it before. But because I wasn't on, every time I do it, I wasn't. It was before I started using interchangeables.
Interchangeables, yeah.
In the way back when I did all that lace work.
And if you're doing lace work, sometimes a Lifeline is all you need. You got to have the Lifeline. I know that I've done it through the thing before.
I did a lace shawl one time when I got done. I had 20 Lifelines in that sucker.
Hey. You
gave me peace of mind.
Yes. Well, you put in so much work and you get to a point and you're like, I don't want to have to undo this. But I want to know this is where... And for me, it was I needed to know where the shaping started. Yeah. So I had to have the Lifeline to make that happen.
Because you couldn't tell with the tweed where it was. Yeah.
I couldn't figure out where I started doing it. So, or I could have added a locking stitch marker or something, but
but Lifeline makes more sense.
Yeah, if I knew I might need to knit back.
Yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense.
Yeah. And I picked up before I took out my stitches, but you could always just take them out, and they will not go past the Lifeline.
Yeah, they really don't. It catches them.
It catches them. And then you just transfer, like you do sleeves. You just transfer from the yarn onto your needles.
Yeah, so. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I did when I checked out there for a minute, guys. Sorry about that. If you'll remember last time we podcast, if you watched episode 21, we were talking about the purple Delaque local yarn shop day bag that lots of stores were carrying specifically for Saturday. Mm-hmm. Well, none of our local shops were going to carry it. Although they do have Delaque, which we'll talk about in another minute. But so we had said if anybody knows of any, and I checked Jimmy Bean's 2 or 3 times to see if they had any over since the weekend, and they hadn't posted it. Well, they just posted that they had extras, and Samantha Nelson messaged us on Instagram that it was there, and she said she's homesick. I hope you feel way better real quick, Samantha. Yes. Thank you again for tagging us.
We went and got it.
I just got us too. I managed to get them in there.
I did get the text message. Jimmy Bean sent out a text message saying like, "Hey, if you didn't get a chance to celebrate, they have the extras." But we would have missed it.
We would have missed it because we're in the middle of doing this.
The notifications come up on the iPad.
Thank you. Yeah, they come up here at the top, and she can read them. I can't.
Yeah.
But
I was like, wait a minute, that's a lot of messages from one person.
So we appreciate that. We also just got text messages from Della Q about their new colors. Those of you who don't get text messages from Della Q like we do, they have 2 new colors they just released. And that's the purple. If y'all remember, I got that one bag that they released, the big gate mouth thing, and the purple. It's the same. It looks like that same purple, but that orange is new.
Oh, yeah.
That is a gorgeous orange. And they've got several things.
I wish they had the messenger mini.
Yeah, the mini messenger in the orange. We both were talking about that. Or these guys in the orange.
Yeah, we do like the little sacks.
We like those sacks. There's one. Here's one right here.
They're great, and then you can just roll them down in it because it's wax cans. It holds.
Yeah, you can fold it back to make it into a bowl. We really
versatile.
like those.
Yes,
yeah.
we do like. That's my.
But Della Q just announced those 2 new colors. So I mean, like just as we turned the camera on, pretty much. So just so you know, that's
there for pre-ordering.
Yep.
Okay.
And now, okay. Oh, sorry.
Right. Now we have something to talk
WIPs.
about next time.
Yeah. Now we can show you all those when they come in next time. All right. Farpoint by Vanessa Smith, my Lieutenant Uhura Star Trek thingy. I talked about it again in 21. I've made that much progress. That's where I showed you guys last episode. I've gone that far. So I finished the star stitch, and I'm in the stockinette portion before I get to where I'm going to run out. If I make it all 20 rows.
Ooh, is this the only ball you have?
Yeah, it was a single skein.
So you might have to.
It might not make 20 rows, and I'll just make up the width of it in the other colors because I got plenty of the others. But so I'm about to run out of the red. I'm going to go till I run out of red, or I get the 20 rows, whichever comes first. But I'm still working on it, and I can't wait to finish it. I do love this shawl and what it represents, and I went into it again in episode 21, and all the links are there. I'll copy them down again below because it'll be in the show notes. All right, so that's one of the things I've been working on. You can see that little bit of progress there. The other thing, I cast this on. This is my cast on from last time one of them I talked about. And I've worked on this a lot at home in the evenings because it's easy to do. This is the Me Oh My.
Tea.
Me Oh My Tea by
I want to do some summer teas.
Park Williams. Park and Knit, Park Williams. There's the Me. Okay, let's blow the right part up. There we go. So it doesn't show anything. The Me Oh My Tea by Park Williams. And there was until I closed the silly thing out. There's a picture of 2 of them finished. Black one and a white one. And I'm, of course, not doing a solid color because what's the fun in that? And I'm in the middle of a row, of course. I got yarn everywhere.
It's bottom up, so
It's bottom up. And I purposely... Okay, this is one of the ones I cast on that's bottom up. So I immediately had something to go zoom. NASCAR, zoom with. And for our spring break, so I was in the car or on the beach. And this was the on the beach part. So... Okay, I started bottom up. So here's the body. I haven't done the front yet. So the back, I'm almost done. I think this is like my last row of the back. I might have 1 or 2 more rows to do. So
I like how it's striping. That looks really cool.
Yeah, striping out really, really cool. I love that. It's Summer Sesame. Yeah, Summer Sesame by Barocco is the yarn. So I've just started the second ball. I mean, really, let's see. Yeah, see, I just started the second ball. It's Summer Sesame. Is that show?
Way.
Whoops. I go the wrong way all the time. Y'all know that. They just might as well call me Wrong Way Wanda. That's what we called my aunt. I have an Aunt Wanda, or had an Aunt Wanda.
Got a Grandma Wanda.
And Grandma Wanda, who buys knitting bags at Goodwill.
Which we'll talk about.
And
did we talk about?
But my Aunt Wanda was famous. She couldn't tell her right from her left. Oh my God, I don't know how the woman ever drove anywhere by herself, but she was always going the wrong way, so we called her Wrong Way Wanda. So that's a family thing, but there you go. Anyway, I love the way that color's working up. So
I like the stripes. It looks really pretty.
It's easy peasy. It's just stockinette and a little bit of shaping, and I'm really having fun with that. That's good to do when I'm watching my baseball games. I got a lot done when last weekend was NFL draft. I just love draft time. I love the draft, and so I did a lot of that while we were watching the draft.
Yes.
And I've gotten a lot done at school. We've been watching videos about profiling serial killers. And, of course, this is in my Delicue mini messenger in olive green that I carry everywhere I go. No lie, it goes everywhere I go. I mean, it's got everything I need in it for all kinds of stuff. It's got a notebook and pens and
it's the perfect little go-to bag.
Yeah, it's all those Percy things. But it holds my knitting, too. So this is an update on my chevron by Earth. There we go. So I just knocked something.
No, it's just your water just got moved.
Anyway, so there it is. It's gotten quite long.
You want to hold one hand?
No, I got it. I think it showed. Did it look like
I think it did too.
Okay. Because I'm about, that's the third ball. They're 50-gram balls. So this is the fourth one. This is the last ball.
The last one, yeah.
So I'm getting right close.
Yeah.
I'm getting right close. I'll probably have it done by the end of school. Mm. We have, what's today, the 3rd? Mm-hmm. We got 23 days of seniors left, including weekends. I'm so excited. There's one senior. I'm going to jump up and cheer when he walks across the stage. I have a countdown going.
Listen,
y'all,
check in on your teachers. We are not okay.
Absolutely. If you see any of those memes and those funny little videos on TikTok about teachers this time of the year,
it's true.
It's all true.
Which
it's all true.
First of all, let's talk about Grandma Wanda's bag. I showed it last episode. Love the bag. We think that it was handmade by somebody.
Yeah, looking at it, I'm pretty sure because it's got some open seams and stuff like that. It's not finished like you would see in a for sale bag.
Yeah. So she found it at Goodwill, which I think is amazing. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, "No, you had to have it." And I was like, "No, this bag is amazing." So
it needs a new life.
Yeah, we might try to make them, but unfortunately, I can't even tell you where we got it, guys, because I think it's a homemade thing.
Yeah.
Number 2, talking about teachers, please, we don't want you for us, but contact your kids' teachers. Next week is Teacher Appreciation Week. Tell them thank you because
the week of May 8th through 12th, those 5 days are Teacher Appreciation Week. So please appreciate your teachers.
Yes.
Please appreciate your teachers.
We do good. I think our school works very hard to make sure that we feel loved and appreciated all the time. But I know that
the clubs all get together, and some of the local businesses get involved, and they provide us with lunch every day and breakfast every day, and there's drawings and giveaways and all that kind of stuff going on. But
there's teachers out there that don't get thank you or
don't get thank yous and don't get appreciation. I will tell y'all, they one of the things they're doing is they passed out these blank letter forms, half sheet forms that had an outline on them for the kids to write a note to the teacher. And they didn't have to. It was a thing they got to do if they wanted to. And then we were supposed to turn them all back in, and they're going to pass them out next week. Well, one of my kids gave it to me, or she put it or had somebody put it in my mailbox in the front office. And so I got it early. I got it Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember when it was.
It was Tuesday. That was officially Teacher Appreciation Day.
It's
weird.
But we didn't get. I didn't get all of the one. Because
no,
I know a bunch of them wrote one because they told me they did. But I just got this one because I don't think
she might not have understood.
Yeah, I really don't think she did because she's mainstream. She's in regular classes. She's in chemistry, but she has difficulty. She has some learning disabilities, and she's got some mental issues and things like that. But because she's got a IEP and all those kind of things. But wonderful. She works really hard, but she has a lot of struggles. But I thought she didn't like me. I really did. I thought she just because I'm flighty and carrying on and typically, I can be difficult for some kids to follow because I bounce all over the place. But she wrote me the nicest note about how she'd never liked science. I'm the only science teacher she ever understood. Aww. And I teach the way she understands things. And I mean, a long note about, I cried and I was blown freaking away because I totally did not expect that from this child. And I came unglued because it was like, oh, it worked. I did it, and it was a moment, y'all. It was a serious moment.
It's the little things like that.
Yeah,
it means
and
so
that
much
wouldn't
to
have happened
us.
if it hadn't been for Teacher Appreciation Week Day and them handing those notes out for kids to do. So that really, wow, that made my whole year right there. So
we're gonna move on. She's about to cry.
I'm gonna cry again. It means a lot, guys, y'all.
It does.
It really does mean a lot, especially this time of year when we're ready to. I mean, it's a miracle to get through the day and not hurt somebody
or yourself.
Yeah, I mean it's at that time of year. So
it's the time of year where you forget to eat sometimes.
Yeah,
because you're working so hard to get things done. So we have meetings all the time. We've got tests. We've got exams coming up. We've got kids graduating. We got
kids not graduating because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, so at the high school level, at least, it is a lot to do.
Yeah.
So it's nice at this time of year just to get those little
thank you
notes.
Just a thank you.
It's not about the gifts. It's about the knowing that we make a difference in our kids' lives, and being able to see that is nice. Yeah.
That's the big thing. It's just getting to know, letting you know that, hey, we're proud of, we're glad you do what you do. Yeah. Makes all the difference. It makes us come back the next August.
It does. So we're not pandering for your things.
We're not.
For you to thank
we want you to thank
teachers.
Other teachers. We're getting our thanks, and we just want to make sure everybody does.
Well, that's just one of those that's why I like Donors Choose so much, because they make sure that teachers have the opportunity to get what they need without spending their own money. So that's,
which happens.
We are very blessed, again, to be where we are, because we don't spend a lot of our own money on the things that we need.
No, we have a lot of people who give and donate and ask us what we need and provide. Mm-hmm. But that's not true.
Oh, everywhere.
Other places.
No, it's not.
I've worked other places where it's not true.
Yeah. So help your other teachers.
Okay.
Right. I think it's time for acquisition.
Acquisition time. I should have gotten one of those gray ones. There was only one. I couldn't have gotten another one.
No, there was two.
Was there two? There was two. I should have got.
There was two of each.
Well, if there's... we'll talk about that. Sorry, I spotted something in her pile. And
I will start with...
You start.
Adorn It.
Okay.
So, Adorn It, their little Steph's...
Hey, Steph.
Hi, Steph. Club. They have a club. And I cannot remember which one Maker of the Month Club. This is the one I did. So, I got a 3-month subscription because I thought it would be fun. So, May came... And they ask you when your birthday is, so they can send you a little something extra. So I'll show you that in a minute.
Little something.
Maybe I shouldn't show that one.
Katie's birthday was Monday, May 1st.
May Day.
She's a May Day baby.
You know what? I won't show that one in case, it's kind of a surprise thing, or should I show it?
I don't know.
I want to, because I want to talk about that one. I'm going to show it. If you don't want to see it, I'll let you know. So the first thing that came in was a cute little letter about how May is Cinco de Mayo. And so they did a little Cinco de Mayo style stitch marker. So this one is like an avocado with maracas, and it says
it's so
Fiesta.
Cute. I like the avocado.
It is super cute. Look at it. He's got a little face on the pit. You might not be able to see it with the color there, but there's that. And then there's this one here. Look at this.
It's so cute.
Now, I won't lie. I thought this was the greatest little thing because it's like our avocado. Like, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh my gosh, I got a little avocado.
Yes, we're nerds. There's a reason we call ourselves nerds.
And then the cute little these are really, really cute, actually. All the beads are matte colored, but can you see all the different colors there? They're really cute.
They are cute.
I do love her stitch markers. I've taken to putting them on binder rings. Is that what they are?
Yep.
So put them on there because they're easy to keep up with and they don't get lost, and you can just pop one off when you need it.
Yep.
Love that. All right, I'm gonna show the birthday one. I don't know if the pin is for the birthday or not, so she sent a pin. I'll show it to you, and then I'll show the other stitch marker. So if you don't want to see the pin, don't look. So here he is. Look at him, his little basket of yarn.
It's a sloth.
Oh, so cute.
So cute.
It's adorable.
A sloth in the back.
Little
basket.
pin. So it's a little enamel pin. And then the other birthday ones, I'll just leave them in the bag. So here's all the different colors that are in there. But this one makes me happy. So this is, I don't know if you can see it. It's a little cupcake with a heart on the top. My dad calls me Cupcake. Like, that's what he calls me. So I thought that was kind of a little cute. Oh, my birthday, get a little cupcake. Yeah, he posted on Facebook, happy birthday. It feels like only 33 years ago. Well, it was 33
years ago.
Thanks, Dad.
Told y'all I could be her mama.
He thinks he's funny, and he is.
He is funny.
He's the reason I like dad jokes, for sure.
He is really good at dad jokes.
Oh, he's great. He is so good at them.
So. He is really good at dad jokes.
All right. You want to do more things that are not LYS Day, or you want to
let's do not LYS Day.
Not LYS Day.
Okay, this is one of the things I ordered from Line Brand because they had a little sale.
They have one right now too.
Yeah, and
of course I don't have a shopping cart.
Oh, I forgot the rest of it. Okay, y'all know how I feel about Jeans yarn, or those of you who've been watching us for a while. The Jeans acrylic yarn, not the from Line Brand, not the cotton one, but the acrylic one, which is a heavy worsted kind of weight. I made my Autumn League out of it, the one of my FOs from last time. So I ordered. They had buy 3 get 1 free. Was their sale? It was like a 1-day thing. I'm on their mailing list, so I get on their mailing list because they do 1-day. They do 1-day sales all the time, and they do 2-day. You know, this weekend we're doing such and such
codes or
all kinds of stuff. This is their 145th anniversary.
Yep, I did.
They're celebrating right now. I just got the email. But anyway, so I got 8 skeins of a blue denim color in that jeans yarn. I'm going to make I'm thinking I'm going to make a cardigan. I know I don't wear cardigans. I mean, I wear cardigans all the time, but I don't knit them all that often. Yeah. I think I'm going to make a long line cardigan out of that jeans yarn.
Yeah.
Because that's plenty to do along something with. And then I got this to try. This is from their collection. They do the LB collection, their Line Brand collection, where they have different kinds of alpacas and all kinds of different wools and blends and stuff. This is Mako or Mako, M-A-K-O, cotton, and it is 94% Mako cotton and 6% nylon. It's a blown structure, right? The nylon is the tube that the cotton is blown into. I think you can see that.
Kind of looks like a little braid.
Yeah, kind of like a little braid. And it's like a periwinkle kind of color.
Yeah.
It's a lavender kind of color. So a lavender blue, dilly. Sorry, I couldn't help that. It's a song, in case that's really old song. But I got 4 skeins of it, and it's enough for a little tank or short sleeve top.
It looks like it would be a nice soft cotton. So if you wanted something that was not
it's worsted weight, and I've got 1,000 yards of it, so I'm thinking it'll make some kind of little sweater. It feels so soft.
It does.
I mean,
it's the softest cotton kind of yarn.
Really soft, and so I'm hoping that it doesn't peel anyway, it was something to try, so I'm going to try that. So that was one of the things I got. I don't know where to put it. I'm running out of room, guys. This is a big old table. That was the Line Brand order. Okay, this I showed y'all last time. I showed it on my phone that someone had tagged us and said, check out. Oh no, they say this was their favorite. I don't remember what it was.
All they said was this would be good for Michele.
Yeah, because they had rainbows. Sea Turtle Fibers out of Sea Turtle Fiber Arts out of Canada, Ontario. I'm pretty sure they're in Ontario. Well, I fell in love with one of the rainbows.
It's pretty.
Isn't that pretty, y'all? Yeah, I get the glare off of it. It's called Broken Rainbow because they're not solid. They've each got a blip or an area of the next color up as it runs up.
You can start at any point.
And this is in this. So it's a never-ending loop. It's a rainbow loop.
So you can start wherever you want.
So you can start wherever you wanted it, but it's going to come back together to it. And I really, really, really I don't think that's even showing how bright it really is.
They are way bright.
Super bright. Super bright. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but I love it. It's really, it has me all over it. And then the beachy scene, I posted a photograph that I took off the balcony. So this is going to be my sand. You can see it's got just a little bit of blue in it, like a little bit of the ocean on it. This is the surf. This is the froth on the waves coming in. And then there's the water further out. So I'm going to do something that's this, and this. I've got a design in my head that with stitch pattern and stuff that's really got me.
Like seed stitch with the sand
something
to make it kind of bumpy.
Well, actually, because if you look at the picture, you can see the tracks from where they went through and graded it down the night before.
Oh yeah, you could do something.
I want to do something that's got a swirl like pattern to it, and then a lacy pattern for the froth, and then out to sea maybe something that's got kind of a wave look. I don't know. I haven't decided yet for the actual water part, but I'm thinking something along those lines, something real beachy
looking,
beach trip oriented, because that was my sea turtle fiber. Is all the rest of yours from LYS Day?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? I have this one. I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah.
There's no.
Because I got, you know me, I got more.
Yes. So I didn't know this was a thing until like a few weeks ago. We have, I think they just call it a Recraft store. So Zach and I went and we were checking out the Recraft store. They have yarn, which is amazing, knitting needles, but then they have like all these other kind of art supplies. So essentially it's people who have bought art supplies and they're not going to use them anymore. Paints, paintbrushes, there's different types of paper, they've got colored pencils, they've got jewelry stuff, they got beads. Like if it can be used in a craft, it's in this store. They even have like buckets full of like toilet paper tubes. So like people donate toilet paper tubes that other people can use in crafts and things. Ours is in Greenville, and I'm pretty sure it's just called the Recraft store. But they have, first of all, they have a spot for teachers where it's literally if you're a teacher and you need something, you walk in and it's free. Like you go get what you need and you take it. So if you're in the Greenville area, you can go check that out. If you need something, they have all kinds of things that you might use as a teacher. Folders, cool. Paper, all of it's there. But they also do craft days where people can come in and they use the supplies and make a craft. So you can go in and like learn how to do something. But I went in looking for, I don't know. I was looking for something. I don't remember what it is now. But they had this ball of yarn. Don't ask me what the... I don't know anything about it except that I'm pretty sure that it's some kind of wool. And I liked the color. This whole thing was only $6.
We could do a burn test on it.
No, we could. Ooh, that'd be fun. Mm-hmm. We could take a video of that.
Because if there's any synthetic in it, it'll melt and get crunchy. Mm-hmm. Might be doing that afterwards. Okay, that would actually be
a good blog post.
Yeah, it would, or even a video.
Yeah,
where we recorded doing burn tests on different fibers and showing what happens. Oh, there you go, because we are knitting nerds.
You know what? That could be some of that premium content stuff we talked about.
There we go.
But look at the color of it. It's really
gorgeous. It really. I mean, that's pretty orange. They
had some alpaca there.
That's a really pretty orange.
And again, no label, so it could be anybody's anything. But I saw it and I was like, I need that. So yeah. And they had I did buy some polymer clay from there too, like unwrapped. What is it? Primo? Is it Primo?
Primo's one of them. Yeah.
So they had.
It's one of the brands.
All kinds of stuff there. So, and I think they were $1 a piece.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I love. Oh, modeling clay is so much fun, y'all.
Oh yeah.
If you've not ever done played around with modeling clay, I got into it. I've even taught classes on making buttons for modeling clay to match your sweater at yarn events, knitting events. And I've taught modeling clay where you make buttons, which is totally fun. I mean,
I just wanted to try to do some basic stitch marker stuff. I don't want to do anything fancy. I don't think I can make anything nowhere near as good as Hello Lavender. Her stuff.
Oh, she makes the most gorgeous stuff. Yeah.
We should talk about her too.
Oh yeah, her new. You can pull it. Yeah, when we talk about it at the end.
It posts on Friday, so they'll miss it.
They'll miss it, but yeah.
Sorry, guys.
We'll talk about next time. Yeah. Because we aren't going to get this out before Friday, I'm sure. Yeah. Because we just don't do that.
Nope.
Okay. I think I've talked about her with Tammy before. It's a chick that knits. Can you see that on there? Does that show? A chick that knits. And it's a Z at the end of knits. She has an Etsy shop, and she's on Instagram and posts stuff all the time. She dyes beautiful yarn, y'all. I mean, just gorgeous stuff. But she has begun dyeing things to use in assigned pooling patterns, like from Don Barker's Barker Wool, the one who's really started assigned pooling, patterns and how that works. So I want to show you, this is from Tammy's website, her Etsy shop, where she's selling the yarn for assigned pooling. Can you see that shawl? All right, see how in the stripes, let me see if I can get this to blow up.
Double tap it maybe.
There it goes. Oh, you're so smart. All right, see how it looks like little flowers, the rosettes in the white stripes there. That's what her yarn is designed to do. So that when you get to the color part, the blips part, you do the floret or the whatever the shape is. There's all kinds of different patterns out there. But I wanted to do that shawl, but not in those colors. Now that shawl is I just bought it on Ravelry. I'm trying to remember what's White Out by Melanie Berg. It's the White Out shawl by Melanie Berg. So I ordered this color. I ordered 2 skeins of it from Tammy, the chick that knits. So it's going to be a brown stripe with that lavender blue dilly, can't help it, rosette flower in there. I also already have the float pattern by Don Barker that has that floret style in it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stripe that with this Madeline Tosh. All right, so that's going to be the striped portion of the shawl. And then I have this from Legacy Fiber Arts. This is Believe is this colorway. It's called Believe. You can see how it's got all the shades of blues and purples and all that stuff. That's what I'm going to do the lace in.
It'll look pretty.
I think that's going to be pretty because you see like right there, you can see where the colors are very similar. I think I'm going to do that. So that's my plan. So that's an acquisition. Okay, these were already in stash and have been there for a while, but I got 2 skeins of those. So that's new from A Chick That Knits. And it's all linked below. Okay.
I only have LYS Day stuff after this point, I think.
I'm gonna. Should we wait on this?
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll wait till next time on that one.
Okay.
I want to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So those of you, have we talked about Marie?
Yeah, because I made the beekeepers.
Oh, that's right, the
cardigan.
beekeeper cardigan. Okay. This is by Marie Green, who is known as
Olive Knits.
Olive Knits is what her patterns are under, and I think she's Olive Knits on Instagram. I think.
I don't think she's on Instagram anymore.
Oh.
She left a while back.
Okay. Well, I get her email. I get her newsletter.
She has an email.
I get her newsletter. I get her emails, and I had not gotten a copy of her book yet. Knit Shawls and Wraps in 1 week. And they're beautiful. I mean, she writes a really nice pattern, and they're really, this is one of the ones I like. It's a lot of texture. It's not color work so much as it is, there you can see some of the patterns. There's some color work there, but all kinds of different shapes of wraps, of shawls and scarves and wraps. So I ordered that. It's autographed. I got it, one that has her signature in it.
Oh, nice.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Where she autographed it. And while I was there, she also had talked about in her newsletter that she used to be a soap maker before she started designing knitwear. And she makes this knit butter. There's the label, knit butter. And it's made out of bajunches, tons of nut butters. Or almond butter, cocoa butter, babasu butter, kukul nut butter. I can't pronounce all these things, but there's 2 or 3 more. Argan butter, grapefruit extract, all kinds of stuff. And because she said it's a good lotion rub for your hands, and you can immediately start knitting. It doesn't leave a greasy feel or a film on it, and it really doesn't. It really doesn't. It rubs in real well, real quick, and doesn't leave a greasy. Caytee tried it too.
It's really nice. I like it.
And it smells nice. It's got just a slight, sweet, citrusy, sweet smell to it. It's really nice. And so I can say that I like it, and I've been using it. It's because, again, you can use it and boom, immediately go do stuff. It doesn't, I mean, I could even pick up a glass and not drop it. You know, no more than normal with my thing. So I got that. That was something new. And then Kristen at Woolen Vine Yarn, she posts an update nearly every week. And I get her emails. Again, if you want to find things out, get on people's email list, because they email out when they're going to do something. And I'm taking it out of the plastic wrap way over here so I don't upset Rachel, because we don't want Rachel to get upset with us for crinkling the wrap near the microphone. Okay, so this is one of her new colors that she has been replicating. It's called Sad Beige. Oops, it's upside down. Sad Beige. I love this color. It's just a gorgeous color. Look at that sucker. I love her Nouveau base or singles. I love singles. And I really liked the Sad Beige online, and I'm really not disappointed in it, y'all. I'm really, 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 I like Sad Beige. So I got a Sad Beige. Then she had what she calls a Strange Brew, which is her one-of-a-kind things, where she's trying out a recipe, or it doesn't turn out exactly what she had in mind, but she doesn't intend to replicate. So she came out with a Strange Brew called Salt Air. And she had like 3 or 4 skeins of this on there. Isn't that pretty? So I thought those were gorgeous together. So I ordered these too. Well, then I kept looking, kept thinking about, because she had 3 or 4 skeins of this darker Salt Air. She also had listed some lighter tone Salt Air that it turned out lighter. She had 2 of those. Now I got them. I think those, and I just couldn't. I went back and got them. And thank you, Kristen. She shipped them all together for me. But look at, you could do a fade.
Oh yeah, you could for
where
sure.
it goes from light to the dark.
All the way to the dark. Yeah, you could definitely do a good fade there.
Like here, you can see the 3. That there's definitely a shade difference there between the light and the dark.
Yeah.
It's so pretty, y'all. That just makes my denim loving heart go pitty pat. So there, those came to live with me. And that's all my shopping online.
Okay.
Yay me.
You know, I did buy some cables, and
you did?
I can show you one, I think.
Was it Philip who came in, or James who came in? Somebody came into the house while I was talking, and I was ignoring it.
I bought a bunch of different ones off of Jimmy Beans. These are the Chow Goose. They're new swivels. So these are the swivel 360s. So I bought a bunch.
Which we both love.
They're amazing, and I like this brand, the Chow Goose brand, for the memory free swivels, because they are very. I mean, there is like.
Yeah.
It's a lot flowier than a lot of the other ones, which is saying a lot, because most of them are very stiff. But these are.
Oh, those are wild.
Feel it. It's like light and everything.
Oh, it really is.
So, here's a...
And these are, what brand? Chow Goose.
So this is like the Lantern Moon one, and it's very thick, but that, like, that's comparatively...
very thin.
And light.
Oh, yeah. Can you see the difference? There, the top one is the Chow Goose.
It's so much thinner.
The bottom one is much thinner and lighter, way lighter in weight.
And I have more Chow Goose needles than I do anything else. So I bought some more of the cables, because I really do like the cables, and I like using my Chow Goose for a lot of things. But I want the swivels, and so I bought a bunch of those on it.
I was going to show.
Jim Beans.
Tammy, a chick that knits, is in Edmond, Oklahoma. There's her Etsy shop.
Etsy shop.
Etsy shop.
All right. LYS Day.
We went 2 places. I went in the morning to Greenville to decorate for the prom, because our prom was Saturday night, our high school prom. And we all have to do a shift at either the semi-formal or at prom. So I signed up and got the decorating in the morning. So I was over there in the morning and finished up around noon. Caytee met me in Greenville, and we hit one shop in Greenville. Then we came back to Easley and hit one in Easley.
Yep.
So the first one we went to is Knitistry. Did I get a
I did, but I didn't bring the bag. I'll look it up. I'll pull it up here. Unless you have it there.
Did she give us a card? I don't remember if she gave me a card or not. That got some awesome stuff. Just saying. So, this was our celebration of local yarn shop day. So we hit the two. Yeah, there's
Look at the little kitty knitting. Can you see it moving? Cat.
He moves.
And the ball yarn.
He's actually knitting. That is so cool.
Yep. So that's the Knitistry's logo. They're in Greenville.
Caytee, who runs the shop, her mom used to, and now Caytee does. They do needlepoint and knitting. Really, really awesome stuff. Oh my God. Yeah. She carries all kinds of different lines. She carries some local dyers, like Yarn Experiments. Monica, she carries Monica's yarn. She gets Red Stag fiber in from Texas.
We like Red Stag.
We like Red Stag fiber. And matter of fact, I do believe there's some in here.
We both have some.
No, I didn't get any.
Did you put it back?
Yes, no, I got the camel.
Yeah, you did.
I got the camel.
Yeah, we've talked about his.
He's Ryad, camel base.
It's a camel base.
So, anyway, this is one of our shops we like to go to when we can get out and get around.
She put us in the computer as nerds.
Yeah,
That's how she finds us.
I'm Michele Nerd and she's Caytee Nerd, so she can find us. I think she put our real last names in this time.
She might have,
but we were in the computer as Caytee Nerd and Michele Nerd.
I love it.
So
sorry. So she still has. That came from. Yeah.
This is the wrong bag.
Yeah.
That's the wrong bag.
Yeah, that's the one you want. Way over there. That bag. She still has some shabooey that we both got some shabooey.
That's why I couldn't find the red stag. It's in this bag.
It's in the bag. I only got one color, so we can just show like your colors and my one color. But we can talk about what we're doing with them. Yeah, she got all 5. And they were a great price. Again,
they really were. She still had shabooey left, so we
So if you're in the area, or I think she does online sales, she has some shabooey. She's got the Silk Cloud Rust color. That's this reddish color that I have in here. I got that from her when shabooey went out of business. I got that color, so she's got some of those left. And I almost bought some, but I was like, no, I don't need any more shabooey.
Right.
Like I'm good. But other shabooey, I've never seen this one before.
I've seen it, but I haven't knit with it yet.
But this is Nest.
Of course, that's getting ready to change.
Yeah.
There's the colors.
She pulled out a sweater she had made, and the definition
out
of
of
stitches
this color. She made
and
it
like
color.
So you can see it's kind of wrapped in a net. Almost.
It's a marl. It's like a marl.
Yeah. But it looked really pretty.
It's
on
a twist. I'm going to go up real close.
It is a twist, isn't it? So it's like a thick and a thin.
Yeah.
But it's all twisted with black.
Yeah. So this is a plum. It's a dark purple. So I got these 5 colors.
Yeah, there's all 5 of them. I'm so sorry, guys.
I got those 5 colors.
So this, I got enough of this to make the Nadia cardigan by Vanessa Smith, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I remembered.
Nydia, right? It's N-Y-D-I-A.
It is Nydia. I want to call it Nadia, but it's Nydia.
It's Nydia. We'll link it. We've linked it, the pullover before, because I still want to do the pullover. Yeah. It's one of my things.
I think I'm going to do the cardigan. So I got enough. I got 6 or 7 of these to do the cardigan with. I think that dark gray color will look really pretty. And the way the stitch definition looked on the sweater that Caytee had was... it'll look really good with the Nydia.
And I'm going to do, with my 5 colors of Nest, I'm going to do the super swirl, I think.
She says that.
This is the intent right now. I may change my mind, but anyway, this is my intent. Plus, this is one of my wanna-dos. I'm going to do this shawl in something. So, the Super Swirl Shawl by Trudy Fedorko. She owns You to You, which is out in Texas. We met her at SAF this past fall. Past fall when we did the Southeastern Animal Fiber Fair. And I am in love with this shawl. Can you see? Let me blow it up. Okay, it's texture all over the place, and in the places where it's stockinette, there is stitching, right? So that's running stitch right in here, and then I don't think it shows up there, but there's some more up there in the top. So that you're bringing the other colors into different stripes. and it's got tassels. And okay, here's another shot of it like that. I just absolutely adore that. So I've bought that pattern. No, I haven't bought it yet. I meant to. I'm gonna buy that pattern, and I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do with my 5 colors of Shibui. So one more time. There's my 5 colors. Oops, I dropped one. Where's the gray? Those 5 colors. And I think the order I'm gonna do is that. Nope, other way around. Yeah, no, I was going to do the grays on each end. A light gray to start off with, go to the rosy, pinky color, to the teal, to the purple, to the dark gray. I think that's the order I'm going to do.
That'll look good. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. And then we hit the red stag.
Hit the red stag.
And
all right, this is the color of Bordeaux on the Castle Surrey, which is baby alpaca and Surrey.
His Castle Surrey is awesome.
So soft. Look at this, the purples and the reds in there. This is the softest little yarn. I think I'm into like the
show his label so we can talk about his label. His name is Josh. Hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Not that he's watching, but hey, Josh.
Uh-oh. Pop that back in there. Oh, there's a nice little light color in there too.
There you go.
Yeah, it's very, very variegated. I like it.
Yeah, I love his stuff. If you go back far enough in our episodes, you'll know that I bought a skein of this last time we were there.
11? Is that where we found it?
Episode 11. I think it was episode 11. I think it was.
We both bought some.
We both bought of the
antique leather.
Estate Fingering is his base. This is 490 yards of a beautiful, beautiful. See how pretty that looks? Oh, that would be pretty together. That looks like your Elton. But I have one skein of it, so I got another skein of the antique leather because there was still one there. So I got it to go with my other skein because I got all kinds of ideas about what I want to do with it. And then, what did you put this in?
It's in my Collecting Breezes is what I'm working
Collecting
on.
Breezes that she's working
in the antique leather.
In the antique leather in this color, but it's this yarn, which is
the
Riad.
It's
Riad. R-I-A-D. In Edinburgh Castle is this colorway. So you can see that. It's 50% baby camel, 50% silk.
It is so soft and it's so shiny.
Can I get closer? There we go.
And it is the
this color is
that's a pretty. That is a very pretty color too.
I love this color. Okay, gosh.
That's very nice. I let her have those too since I bought the other ones last time.
She found them for me, and yes, I probably owe her for it.
We'll figure something out.
Okay, show yours while I find the pattern I'm going to do this in.
The pattern I used for
the one that she that Caytee showed us that she's going to do the class in that has the beads.
Oh, no. What do you want me to show?
Oh, something else she bought.
I didn't buy anything else from her, but I can show this while you're looking.
Yeah, I'll show your birthday present.
I got a birthday present.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, never mind. I'll show a birthday present later.
Okay.
Actually, all I've been showing is technically my birthday present.
Yeah. All of this is her birthday money. Okay, this shawl. This is not.
They're doing a class?
This picture, yeah, they're going to do a group knit or a class knit.
It's pretty.
That doesn't really do it justice. It's the Bombogenesis by String and Bean Designs. There it is. So what really got and she did it, her example is in a deeper color than this, but what you can't see, that picture is not going to show it.
Maybe one that's closer up.
This one, I think you can tell.
Yeah.
Okay, that section that has the lattice stitch, there are beads.
Can you see them in
there? There are beads. I want to get some pearly ones, I think. Or maybe some iridescent clear ones. I'm not sure. But so you can see the beads are at each of the cross hatches to put on this. I'm so excited about it. I can't even stand myself. So that's actually probably going to go on the needles pretty soon. The texture keeps changing. It's the kind of thing I love to do. Well, you can see in that picture, you can see all the different textures pretty well. Again, Bombogenesis. I'll link it below. But I already had it in my favorites. I already had that design favorited.
Yep. Right, that was all I got.
I have one thing left from. I got from
that it is
Caytee.
not a day unless there is a bag binge. We've got more than just this one bag, but here's the
This was the first one from the day. It's an Caytee.
Which is one of those things. And Michelle's about to freak out, by the way.
Caddy. And it's Sherpa. Like my button jar bag, studio bags, except this is a different color. This is a light white, creamy color, whereas my itty bitty bucket bag is a tan or a light, dark cream, beigey color. And then my fat bottom girl is the darker gray. Mm-hmm. Well, this fits right into the family. And it's got the same, that suede-like material that is on my other Caytee that I got at SAF. It has pockets on the outside, front and back, all the way around. See back here too. It's got this cool fastener. See that loop? All right, so you've got this handle up here. You just stick the handle through the loop.
Those of you who think this looks familiar, you're probably right. We'll tell you why in a minute.
I'll tell you in just a second. And then you pull it through and it closes. So there you've got your closed bag. So see, it holds it closed. The real selling point for me, I mean, I was loving this bag, and I've always loved the caddy. I mean, the tall caddy, the short caddy. I like all the caddies. From
Caddy
the
Shack.
Not so much, but I do. I like the Caytee caddies. But when I opened that puppy up and saw that cow print, y'all, it was all over but the shouting right there. Because I was shouting when I opened it up. I said, cow print! Oh, God, that's got to go home. And so there's pockets all the way around on the inside, too. All the way around.
If you're a pocket person?
So this is going to be my new Notions. I'm going to put everything in it, and I'm going to carry it everywhere I go. Well, I mean, everywhere I take my knitting. My formal knitting, not just my on-the-go, I'm going to work on it at school knitting. But this is, and I'm showing the price. Oh, well. Here we go. I love this bag, y'all. This is just the coolest thing.
So we're driving
to
meet back at her house.
Right, so we leave there, and I take her to her car, because we had left her car at McAllister's Deli, where I was eating lunch. And we got in our separate cars, and we're driving back to my house, which is like a 30-minute drive with traffic, like it was, 25, 30-minute drive. So like I always do when I'm going to be in the car for more than 5 minutes, I turned on a podcast, a YouTube video. Now, don't worry, I'm not watching it, except to flick my eyes down it every once in a while. But I listen to it, so that I've got company talking about knitting while I'm driving. And I'm on the interstate, and
of course she's yelling probably back at the people as she drives.
Oh, yeah, because I did today, like that jerk. Okay, sorry.
Road rage over.
No, Road rage
let
over.
it go.
I won't talk about it.
Let it go.
Let it go. Now we'll do our Disney moment. Let it go.
All right, Disney
okay,
moment.
Back to topic. Anyway, so I've got Grocery Girls on. Jody and Tracy. I've been watching them since they started. Mm-hmm. So I've been watching them for years. And their podcast, they podcast every 2 weeks, and it's usually 2.5 hours. I mean, it's long.
And they do live. Like everything's live now.
Yeah, they do it live. And then they record it and post it. And I don't ever get in on the live, except maybe every once in a while in the summertime I can jump on live. But I watch them later because I can't sit still for 2.5 hours. Mm-hmm. So I do for this.
I was about to say.
But I got something to do.
But we're talking.
But yeah. I'm jumping up and moving and stuff. So I always watch them in stops and starts and bits and pieces. So like I've been watching them for like a week. They posted this thing last Thursday or Friday, I think. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I had turned it on. I'm driving along, and Tracy starts talking about this bag that Jody bought her when they went to this yarn shop, relatively local to them. And I'm on the interstate, so I glanced down. It's this bag.
I think my phone screamed at me for her.
It is this bag. Her lining is different. She didn't have a cow print lining, but it was the Sherpa with and the same little foo-foo on the outside of it. It was this bag. And we had just left the shop where I got it. So I hit stop, and I pulled up my text message, and I screamed and said, "Text Caytee!"
Oh my God. Tracy just showed the bag I just bought on their latest episode. And of course I had to ask, was that like Tracy from Grocery Girls? How did you make sure? But
yeah, Tracy from Grocery Girls.
But yeah, like I think my phone did yell at me. They were like,
you have a text message from a show. Because I screamed at the phone. I was like, "Text Caytee!" Because gotta love talk to text, because then I can text while I'm doing this stuff. But yeah, so I promise my eyes did not leave the road but for a couple of seconds, and I glanced at that bag and I freaked out. So yes.
So if the whole handle and all the pockets around look familiar,
it's because you just saw it on the latest Grocery Girl episode.
But yeah,
because Tracy just bought this bag, or Jody bought this bag for Tracy. So there you go.
Never seen her so happy.
I was like, oh my God. I mean, it was just a coincidence of it that I had just gotten the same bag. And I turn on my phone and there it is. Yeah. Just right there.
Freaked out.
Just freaked out. Okay. So pick up the story from there.
All right. So came here. Freaked
Came back
out.
to the house. Freaking out again.
Used the bathroom because, might as well.
That's what we do.
Drove over to Lofty Fiber in Easley, downtown Easley. There, we had not been to their new building.
Oh, y'all. It's a perfect setup.
It is.
They've got several rooms. So they've got
a
rooms,
house.
Yeah. They have rooms dedicated to the weaving. I mean, they've got storage in the back, plenty of storage. They've got rooms dedicated to the looms. I mean, just looms in one room.
The cones.
And then they've got a room full of cones, and they've got a room full of notions with their cotton yarns.
Spinning.
They have spinning wheels now and fiber. They have a whole area where they've got fiber and spinning accessories. And, of course, yarn. Lots of yarn.
So they were having the best little LYS Day sale.
Oh, they are.
The Wonderland yarns and all of their Della Q is 15% off.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
You start.
Okay. You want me to start? I'll start with these right here.
Okay.
So I had not heard of this brand. Did you?
No.
Did you know about this one?
I did not.
And I don't think I looked it up to see where it was from. But this is Gusto Wool. It's made in Turkey. And they had a bunch of different colors. And I saw this one first. And I thought, oh, that would be a great assigned pooling, because we've been talking about it all day on Saturday and probably most of the days of our lives. But I liked the gray and the green and the speckles. I was like, oh, that would make a good assigned pooling. So I got 2 of those. And then I said, oh, I need something to go with it. I'm going to make a sweater so I can do a stripe. So this will be like the texture, and then stripe it with this very dark green that shows up in the speckles. I think it'll look really good.
I think it's going to be gorgeous,
Stripe thing. So that's Gusto Wool right there. So this is the core collection, and then this one's called the Carmen collection. So the core is like all the solids that they have, and they had a bunch of different. There's a couple others in there as well.
Yeah.
And the prices at Lofty Fiber are amazing.
It's a wonderful shop.
We're
so excited. They're going to do during the month of May. They have daytime hangout knit times, but which we can't do except in the summertime. But they're going to do the month of May. They're doing Thursday night, starting tomorrow for us on May the 4th. So we're going to go, and hopefully we'll be able to go all month to the Thursday night knit-alongs. But that, I think, will be the bomb. So much fun.
Classes start. I'll just have to do all my homework on Wednesdays.
Yeah, you just do your homework on Wednesdays.
That would be pretty.
Yeah, I was going to. There's a couple. I thought there was another one. Maybe somebody else has come out with this pattern.
There has been another one that I've seen somewhere that Barker did not come out.
There it is. That's the one I was picturing.
Oh, yeah.
It was Floriculture.
Which is the same as, very similar to the pattern of your...
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could do something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It'll come to me.
Okay, so in case you're wondering, there is a sweater pattern that uses the assigned pooling.
And that's Barker Wool again.
That's Barker Wool.
She has 2 or 3 sweaters, I think.
Yeah, that's Floriculture. And the other one, I'm going to do a Murder of Crows.
I do like
y'all. I'm going to do this sweater one of these days in those colors.
I might do that. Because then I could do the texture at the top and then the dark green at the bottom.
Well, the only thing is that you'd have, because this is done where the assigned pooling yarn. Mm-hmm. So like if you could find that color gray,
I probably could, yeah.
Then that would be the perfect pattern for it.
I'm sure they had it. We'll find out tomorrow.
We'll go tomorrow and see. But I love Murder of Crows. I want that sweater. I want to do that sweater
in that color.
That exact sweater. Damn it. Sorry, I get excited about stuff. Y'all know how I am. Those of you who've been around. By the way, if this is your first time watching us, we're sorry and we're really glad you're here.
Glad you made it this far.
We're glad you made it this far, and that. Yes, we're idiots, but we have a lot of fun.
We do. I was going to say, you want to do something?
Okay. Oh, I got another. I forgot I got a bag there.
Yeah. You remember? Projects and bags.
Yeah.
You got 2 bags there, technically, because
I went back to that. That's another story.
We'll talk about it soon. I know, we keep giving you these snippets. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, this is something I got. This is a plan. I have 3 colors. This is from Plymouth Yarn. It's called Pima Rhino, or Rhino. And it's Pima cotton
and merino
wool. It's 70% Pima cotton and 30% superwash merino.
I think it's Pima Rhino because that would make
Pima Rhino.
Like
that
Pima cotton merino wool.
Yeah, Pima Rhino. Yeah.
That's what I would call it.
Yeah. I got these 3 colors. I got 3 of each. I think I got 3 of each color. Because I have in mind a wrap, color blocked with texture in these 3 colors. So where it's basically these 2 colors, and this color block kind of look.
So those are like top and bottom, and this is like the ends of the
ends. Yeah, so it'd be one of the other end too.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm thinking right now. So that's an idea that I have percolating that y'all probably hear about a lot ad nauseum.
I got this in the bag.
Okay, so I'll do one more. I got a couple more. No, I just have. Yeah, I do. Okay. All right, this. Oh, I just pulled the label off of it.
That's right.
This is Harrisville, HD Harrisville from. It's a yarn company and shop in Maine. And Silk and Wool is one of the. And this was off the clearance rack, so I don't know if it's still being made or not. I have 8 skeins of this in a periwinkle blue in my stash right now. It's a little darker than that, but it's real similar to this. It's real similar to that in my stash. And so they had
Clearance.
On clearance. They had this color. I think I got 4 of them. I got one more skein of this. I got 4 of these and then 1 of those to do just a little striped summer sweater out of, because this is silk. It's 50-50 silk and wool. Yeah.
But like little pops of color with this, and then
and it's got a little crunchy to it because it's a raw silk, not a smooth silk, but it knits up beautifully. I've knit out of it before.
Oh, it'll soften it real
and
well,
it softens
too.
up a lot. But I just wanted a little summer coastal grandmother, beige and brown kind of sweater to go with my linen pants and linen skirt. So I got that because it was on clearance. Then they had a pattern. Oh, I don't want that. A pattern. Here it is.
Oh, yeah,
it's called Prismarine by Alina Apisova. Here it is. Show that. I can't reach that one. And it's from Earth. It uses a solid black fingering as the background, and then one of the unique fingering from Earth yarns. When they're color changing, things that color change. Well, I got lots of color changing sock patterns. I have self-striping sock yarn coming out the yin yang. So I got plenty of that, but I got a skein of black in the Cascade Heritage. I thought it was a really pretty black. Yeah. It's real
super
deep.
soft, yeah.
And it's very soft to do that pattern, because that would help me use up some of my self-striping sock yarn and something other than socks. Because I'm not keen on socks right now. But so that was to help me deplete my stash.
That's
okay.
What we tell everybody.
I know, that's what I keep saying. But no, that's all the yarn I got.
Okay, so I got one more yarn.
I got two other things, but go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remember, Wonderland Yarns was on sale, and they had these kits. So this is the Sticks and Stones. And I think it comes with a pattern. It might not come with a pattern, but on the back there is the fabulously faded shawl. It's. Can you see it?
Alice in Wonderland. Everything she does is Alice in Wonderland thing, or the bulk of it.
But like this is like purples on this side and grays on that side, and
Hold
you
it
could
from
do
the ends, maybe the glare. There it goes. That glare went away. That's it.
So I can do from light to light or dark to dark, or I could do.
It's beautiful. Oh yeah. I really should have gotten that too.
So I really.
It's really pretty.
I know. I tried to talk myself out of it, and I couldn't.
So it was so pretty. Didn't. It had to go with us somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty.
But while we were there, we met a chemistry teacher
from Furman University.
Hi, if you're watching.
Hi, if you're watching. We gave her our info, so who knows?
Yeah. So we thought it was pretty cool. We were wearing our I Knit Periodically t-shirts that we got off of Amazon, linked below.
Yes, that is linked below.
And we had several people say stuff to us about them, but she was like, she's like, oh my gosh, I knit, and I'm a chemistry teacher at Furman. It was like, oh my gosh, these are our people. These are why we do what we do. So yeah.
That was cool.
Go ahead. You want to talk about your? We love these, by the way.
I got a new wrist ruler.
I love handles.
Yeah, this one's from Crossover Industries. I love handles. I have it in the wider version with the push through thing like that. I have a gray and I have a dark brown. Well, they had the neutral in the skinny. It's a magnetic clasp. So yeah, I had to have.
It was on sale.
It was on sale, on clearance, not clearance.
Yeah, it was clearance.
Yeah, it was on clearance. But I just love it. I mean, that's my kind of thing. I have another 10. And then I got
your bags. I was going to say the perler bead yarn or string cords.
Oh, yeah. Pony bead cord lacing. It's what it's officially called. Pony bead lacing. Okay. All right. Then we hit the delicate. I know. Sorry, Rachel. I am opening plastic. Okay. I stopped. Sort of. Oh, well, I'll pick that up. I'll pick that up later. So we hit the delicate corner. Mm-hmm. And, okay, I found this.
She had a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, but that green, olive green, has a pocket on the outside, and
they snap on the top.
It snaps at the top, so it opens. See the snap? Oh God, I love these things that snap. I prefer them to snap because I hate struggling with trying to get it around and open, and sometimes I don't want to knit with a strap around. So, and there it has that nice
zippers can get caught,
And zippers get caught, yeah. So, see, it's nice. It's not huge, but it holds. I mean, it's going to hold, at least a skein of yarn and a little something, something, and then I can snap it and wear it as I go, or just sit it down. And actually,
use it more like a yarn bowl.
You can use it like a yarn bowl because if you snap them,
at the bottom, yeah.
At the bottom, because they're two-way snaps. I'll just do one. But see, if you snap it underneath, it forces it open, and it sits open like a yarn bowl. So it's real handy. It is.
It's nice.
And I'm excited about having this little green and white stripe bag for summertime, especially.
It's a cute one. So.
Yeah, it matches my other olive green bag.
Yes.
Okay, last time we talked about this, about, I love my mini messenger, my olive green from Delicate. I can take it everywhere I go. But I wanted to get it a lighter color for summer and spring and summer.
The light gray is no longer made.
And the light gray is no longer made. It's been discontinued. So I thought I had found one at a shop out of Canada. It was listed on their website as online. I paid for it. It was supposed to be shipping. So we go to Lofty Fiber.
There was the backpack. So if you're looking
they had the light gray backpack, they got one.
They got one.
It was still there today.
They had the mini messenger, and it was 15% off.
In the light gray.
I think I would have got it even if it wasn't light gray because you like this bag so much. Like I love one.
I love that bag.
But it's a great bag. I know we showed it before, but like here are all my tums.
Yeah.
And there's a pocket here. There's even a pocket on the back with a snap, so you can kind of like hold it.
I use it I use this thing every day.
Swap this from one side to the
other, whichever way you like holding it better.
Yeah. And then there was something else, right? It's got pockets. Delicate does a lot of this where so that is a yarn cutter, or like a little cutter, and then it's got the yarn guide. Yeah, so you threads through it. I use that. I totally use that all the time. Yeah. This sits on my floor at school, and I flop that end down and just sit there and knit. It's a good little bag. I've been using it a lot lately. and it like holds close, and which we did see the wallet there, and I might get the wallet too because the wallet was actually really nice.
They still have it.
Yeah, we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah. So I didn't. They had another one. They had two, and I didn't get it because I had one on order, right? So then I emailed the store. It's been 2 weeks. I haven't heard anything.
Hey,
update.
Can you just get an update?
Yeah. Can I get an update of when it's going to arrive? And I get an email back that, we don't have that. I've refunded your money. Never heard. Before. Didn't know that. Didn't know anything about it. I was so bummed. So I emailed Lofty Fiber, and I called them this morning, and they still had the other one. So
she was going to wait till tomorrow to get it, but she couldn't wait.
I snuck out a little early today. I had to go. I had an appointment. So I have one now. So excited. And we'll switch to it tonight and be carrying it tomorrow.
But you can look and see already how mine's...
It breaks since it has...
Like,
yeah. See?
Yeah.
I love the way it wears. The creases.
It just looks so cool.
It does. I mean, like... Here's my green one. You can see all the wear marks on it. So see. I've been carrying this since September.
Your hip?
Yeah, since my hips. I got it before my hip surgery because it wouldn't be heavy and I could still carry everything with me. Mm-hmm. And I do carry it. I mean, everything's in there. A big old knitting project, my journal, all my whatever personal items I need to have with me. Everything's in here.
Yeah, it's a good little bag.
I mean, it goes everywhere I go.
So, we like the Mini Messenger. You can get it in purple. Pre-order through DeliQ right now.
Yes, they have it in purple. If they get it in orange, we may have to have an orange one for next fall.
I know. That would be nice.
Yes, because love that.
You didn't talk about... Yeah, you did.
I did.
You did. Never mind.
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry. Okay. I have one more thing.
Just one more thing. We talked about how it was her birthday on Monday.
And of course, Sarah's so freaking thoughtful.
Yeah, our friend who moved to Denver, who has the same exact birthday. They're the exact same age. I think they're an hour apart.
Something like that.
Yeah, like
we were born on the same day.
The same day, same time of day.
It's kind of freaky how similar we are, in all honesty. Like, we really have a lot in common.
They really are.
But she got me a shirt. It's Harry Potter themed.
It's so cute.
It's linked below.
It's the Mandrake. It's herbology.
It's herbology.
Hogwarts herbology.
Oh,
so cute. And it's on a Hufflepuff color because
it is. I'm a Hufflepuff.
So am I.
I'm a Huffly.
I Hufflepuff too. But I don't look good in yellow.
I figured I would be a Ravenclaw, but my sister's a Ravenclaw.
Sarah's a Ravenclaw. Mm-hmm. I mean, well, actually, both Sarahs.
Both Sarahs, yeah.
Both Sarah. Sarah Gale, my daughter, and Sarah, our friend in Denver, they're both Ravenclaws.
But I'm a Hufflepuff.
As is Michael. My youngest son is Ravenclaw.
Yeah, I could see that.
He's Ravenclaw.
I could see him being that or Hufflepuff. I think he could be both.
He probably, if he took the test again, would probably be Hufflepuff.
He might be more Hufflepuff.
Now that he's firmed up into being a teacher and all the other things.
Speaking of Harry Potter things, for those of you who are like in the Tamagotchi age, they're coming out with Harry Potter Tamagotchi themed little creature things.
Children of the 90s.
Rachel and I, we send all this
Children
stuff
of the
back
90s, let me just say.
But they've got a Niffler.
Oh, I'd be tempted just because of Niffler.
Look.
I love Nifflers.
A little Tamagotchi Niffler. And then they've got... it's in blue or red. Oh, it has different characters. What? Okay, so here's the red. Hold on. Here's the red. And then, let's see, what characters do we have on the back of the... Oh, it doesn't say. Doesn't say. That's not okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know what the other critters are. It doesn't tell me.
Oh, I looked it over at the wrong time. It was sliding by.
So you can play in Harry Potter mode or Fantastic Beasts mode. So you can either nurture your pet in the Hogwarts castle or you nurture them in the magical suitcase. Look at that. And there's 25 different kinds of magical creatures.
Well, there you go. Okay, it's time for WANNADOS,
it
dear.
Is WANNADO.
We promised we would do WANNADOS.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right, we've talked about a few because we talked about what we want to do with the yarn we're going to do. So there's one. So like I already mentioned this. This is that Whiteout by Melanie Berg that I want to do
shawl.
with the chick that knits assigned pulling stuff. There we go. That's the actual shawl pattern that I'm going to use.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This is two patterns, but there's like the Robina sweater and the Robina light by Anna Vincel.
I think she says it's Vincel.
So there's the light, and then there's
the original.
The sweater.
Yeah.
It just looks super cute with like the little.
They are cute.
Drop downs on there, so I want to make one of those.
Yeah, where it comes down into the color below. I saw one on Instagram where they did it, like where this one's white, where it's dark, it was white or cream, and then where all the white is, every one was a different color.
Oh, cute! Yeah,
they did multicolored stripes.
Yeah, that would be cute.
It was really cute.
Yeah.
This is, and I put this link in the show notes from last time because we each put 3 WANNADOS in the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is by Tiff Nealian. This is the Recollection wrap. And I'm going to do this. It's like 7 colors, and I'm so excited. And she did it purposely in her color selection so it would go with everything in her wardrobe. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to
Coastal Grandmother.
It'll be Coastal Grandmother. It's going to be all neutrals and maybe some blue. But yeah, I just think that's just gorgeous. It's my kind of thing. It reminds me of the Vertices Unite from Stephen West that had all the striped sections and everything. Yep. It gives that same feel to me. Yeah. So that's one of them.
All right, this one's just funny. This is the anti-surveillance jumper. Now, there is like, it will not actually like keep the facial recognition from recognizing you, but
it's just funny, the concept behind
Adilla West.
Isn't that funny? The facial recognition software hits on the sweater. The green boxes show where the recognition software is hitting on the sweater.
Like, it's so cute.
That's just funny. That is just funny.
Zach said he wants one. He's like, oh, I want one.
It doesn't surprise me at all. But so he can go clandestine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
But I thought that was kind of funny, actually. Just
I think it is, too.
Just silly.
Okay, this is a Melissa Kimmerer shawl that I want to do. I mean, I got the yarn pulled out already, no problem. It's called Slip Sliding Away, and there's a distant shot of it. You can see it's different textures and stuff, but what you don't see in that first shot that you can see now is that background color is mohair. It's a strand of mohair and a strand of slub. So it's the slub is making the pattern on the mohair background.
That's cute.
Isn't that pretty? I've got, I think I've shown it online. I've got a set of a slub and a mohair from Legacy Fiber Art
I'm sure
in purple. Go figure, it's in purple. And yeah, I intend to do that in that. I just love that shawl. I mean, I think that is so stinking pretty.
It is.
Okay, I hit the wrong button on my phone and that's gone away. But you still can't tell it is slub. Oh, there you can in this one.
There you go.
That you can tell in that photo. It's the slub and the mohair up close like that. I'm so excited about this one. Okay.
Free pattern. This is Autumn Leaves Linear Top by, what do we say? Cian Price White.
We don't know how to pronounce your name. We're very sorry that we're incapable of doing things.
It's a cute little short crop top thing. Little lace pattern at the bottom. I don't know if I do the lace pattern, but I mean, it is cute lace pattern.
It is cute.
But yeah.
And it's not too much of it.
It's not. And it's free.
Those of us, and it's a free pattern.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I mean, I think that would look really cool this fall, especially.
Oh, yeah.
And our weather.
Oh, yeah.
You know, further north it'd be great spring and summer, especially in the evenings. Throw that over a sundress and go.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, we could do that here. It'd be great, if you're going somewhere that's air conditioned.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like super cute sweater or top. I would call it a top, but yeah, I'm gonna make one of those. It's free.
That is pretty, and it's a free pattern. All right, this is one of Caytee's new ones. She came out with, and this is one I linked last time. I'll link again this time. Mm-hmm. It's called the Surrey Shirt by Caytee. You can see it's got a split hem and a little round neck. She's working on one right now. It's out to testers. It's the same pattern but with a V-neck, and she calls it the Surrey V-neck. But it's just a simple little T-shirt, and I think that's just really, I don't know, it's kind of elegant looking to me, and it's done in just fingering weight, oversized boat neck, drop shoulder, short sleeve shirt.
Cute.
I think it's just,
it's cute. I like
simple.
I have pulled up too.
That.
So. I think I linked this one last time too. Breathing Space by Vera Valimaki. This is a super cute one. There's the
It's
name.
in my favorites. because it's a stripe, which, I love stripes.
Look at that. It's got like a little angle to the stripes past that midline.
It's just awesome looking.
I could do my...
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
With the speckled gray striping on the green. Oh, yeah.
Done.
Oh.
This better be
It's fingering. There you go. Yes. And I'm sure you got enough yarn.
Oh, plenty. I can always make it shorter if I need to, but...
Yeah, you can shorten the stripe section. I love all the different directions. And Vera's a great pattern writer. I've knit at least two of her. I've knit 2 or 3 of her shawls. And then that one sweater I wore last time before I changed into the...
Oh, this is the other one I had last time.
The Laponia that I showed. I love her pattern writing, and she's the best. She does these wild angles and directional stuff. I just love the stuff.
That'll look really good.
That's going to look really good. I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that. That's going to look good.
This is why I like doing this, because we bring all this stuff together and we get so many ideas.
The ideas are unbelievable.
It's crazy.
All right, one more thing from me. This is the Bluegrass Wrap by Wool and Pine. They just came out with not that long ago. There you can see. And it's one of them crazy, use up all your scraps. Rainbow lovers need to apply. It is, here's a long, you can see how long it is and how it fits her.
Unfortunately.
It's a type of brioche. Not our favorite.
It's just, that's a lot. Brioche is a lot of work if you haven't done it yet. Or at least it was for us.
And this is, what do they call it? Is this the one that's called like a half brioche kind of?
No, I don't know. Brioche tuck.
Brioche tuck stitch. You knit it on the bias, and yeah, it's crazy. And you don't have to weave in ends. All those color changes, you leave tails, so you're creating your fringe as you go. The stitch pattern remains consistent throughout the shawl, and there's only one type of increase and decrease to master. And Wool and Pine, we've talked about them before, but they do a fabulous job of videoing and providing. When you buy the pattern, you get all these videos, a password to their site, and you get all the videos that show you all this stuff, and you can watch it over and over as many times as you need to get it figured out. They're great at answering questions. When you email them, they'll answer questions about it. But there you can see the fringe hanging down there. On that one side is fringe. That's where you start and stop all your colors.
But their patterns are a great place to start if you're wanting to try something new because of their pattern library and stitch library they have.
They have such cool things.
And again, it is sectioned that when you go to the website, you click on the pattern, put in the password, and you get all the videos for that pattern.
There's you can see how the stitch runs. It's almost like a brioche lattice type of thing.
What's the one that has all the cable work that we've started but haven't done much on?
3 Seasons.
3 Seasons. They have in there how to make it longer, how to change what you need to change. Like, they really do a fabulous job.
Thinking through all the things. Mm-hmm. They're just really, really thorough.
They are.
And I couldn't recommend their patterns highly enough.
Mm-mm. I have really one more that I posted in our WANNADOS last time.
Okay.
This is You Knit Toronto, or Claudia Quintanilla. This is the Julietta pullover, and I think it had to be in an email, and I saw it. I was like, oh, it's cute. I don't know that I would do it in these colors because it's very pastel-y, girly kind of looking, and that's not me, obviously. But it's got all these little stitch patterns in there.
It's cute.
It's cute. I think it's got mohair in it because it's very
fuzzy
looking. Yeah. Let's see if anybody's got one that
I do have one more I forgot about.
Oh, she's got one more. Everybody's done it in white. Oh, there's like a greenish looking one. That one's pretty.
I like that.
But I want to do it with a dark background. Nobody's done it. Oh, there's one. Oh, ooh.
Oh. Yeah.
Definitely
dark.
Right yeah.
I like that.
Right there.
That's really cool. That looks like you.
Yeah, I like that.
That's not as prissy looking.
No. Oh, that's pink. Oh, that's pink.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I like those.
That one will look good when it's
That'll
done.
look good.
There's
That's
color
somebody's
palette.
yarn selection.
But yeah, I'm excited to. I like it. It's you do sleeves first and then like piece it all together. But it won't be something I'll work on anytime soon.
No,
I forgot about this one.
Yeah, this one came out. All right, this came out last week.
Very recently, yeah.
Or over the weekend, because the code ran out over the weekend. Jill Zielinski, who is also North Bay Fiber. She designs as Jill Zielinski, and she used to go by another name. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Either Jill Zielinski or North Bay Fiber, because she dyes yarn. So this is her yarn that's in this pattern, but this is her new one called Northline. We'll pull it down. Townline, not Northline. Townline. Townline by Jill Zielinski. There you can see it. And I just love this thing. Here's a picture of it up close. It's got a picot bind off. It's got that lattice looking. It's got stripes. It's garter stitch based. It's asymmetrical triangle. It has all it's stripes. Can I say stripes one more time? It's got all those things that punch my buttons. So I have already bought it. It's in my library. It's finger and weight. I might have 3 skeins of finger and weight that go together somewhere.
Maybe. Might have to dig deep into the stack.
The floor. The piles on the floor. Yeah, I got to spend a weekend in the craft in shell world and dig it out.
That's our goal, is to get all of our yarn cataloged over the summer. And then
mine might be in the fall, because I'm not going to be home for the summer, but
do a
de-stash.
There it is. Thank you.
That's the word. We want to. We do want to do a de-stash.
I've
so
got a few things.
It won't be anytime soon, but I mean, like this summer. But come fall, we're going to be looking to move some stuff out that needs to go find homes that will use them.
Yes.
So we'll let y'all know when we're going to do that. We'll do it online. We'll set it up in our Etsy shops. One of us, and we'll do it that way.
I was going to remind you guys, there is still the 15% off code of Nerdy Bird Yarn. The password. The code is NERDS, KNERDS. Capitals don't matter, or lowercase, but KNRDS. There it is.
There she is. She's going to say it soon.
Nerds. So 15% off with the code. I've got a lot of yarn still left.
I wanted to remind everybody about Post Stitch One.
Oh yeah, she has a code too. Last episode, Post Stitch One, she sent us a code, and
it's Knitistry.
Knitistry, KNITISTRY.
Right. I don't have a Post Stitch bag over here. I do over there.
Yeah.
There's 2 over there on the couch.
Check our last episode.
Yeah, last episode you'll see it, but
I don't think you can blow it up.
There we go. So you can see there, Post Stitch. That she's on Etsy. Oh, sorry, that's our last episode playing right there. Sorry. And the discount code is Knitistry. Just one word, all caps, the first word of our things. And I'll put it again in the show notes. I'll put it at the top of the show notes. But don't forget, and Jill's bags are fabulous. We went through and showed you a whole bunch last time. Mm-hmm. But check her out. She's got great fabrics. She loves using Tula Pink fabrics. Mm-hmm. She's got some elephants right now that are just... cute. Da-bomb.
Adorables.
I mean, seriously cute. Open this in Etsy. Would you please open in Etsy? Okay, thank you. It's not like I don't have the app and I've had the app since they developed the app. Of course, it wouldn't open where I want it to be.
Just pulling up Puff Stitch One. Okay.
Try it again. Let's try this again. There we are. There's Jill. Okay. So Puff Stitch One. She's in Michigan. And you can see some of her bags there. She loves bright, happy colors. Her bags are fabulously made. She put, that's new.
That is new. It says it's new.
It does say new on it, doesn't it?
Oh,
this is the giraffe. Look, this is a Tula Pink fabric. Look at that giraffe.
Oh, it's cute.
That is so cute. I love those colors.
It looks like Lisa Frank.
It does. It's those bright colors.
So like Lisa Frank.
And yeah, she's got a few things. She's got like 4 things in there now. I keep looking at this leopard bag. I love those colors.
It's a cute one too.
It's cute. So yeah, check her out, and remember to use our code Knitistry.
A lot of you asked, how do you kill somebody with a spoon?
If any of you were on with during the live with tasting with
it was Needles at the Ready After Dark.
The Needles at the Ready After Dark, when they opened their India treat box, treats from India.
Indian, or yeah.
It was from India. We
the last one was Canada. That's right.
Apparently, no, it was
like the one before that. They did Canada, I think.
It was somewhere tropical. Whatever, it doesn't make sense.
Go watch them; they're funny.
Oh, they're hysterical. They do it at night, and they have a drink, and they taste all these things. And watching their faces is just priceless. I just love these guys, but this is really fun. Well, anyway, apparently they had been watching our last episode.
They hadn't finished it.
They hadn't finished it. They had stopped it to do their After Dark that they had planned, so and they mentioned the how do you kill somebody with a spoon. So everything was. We ended up joining in, so we both logged in our account, and we were both commenting back. It was just funny. We had so much fun. Thank you guys for
shouting out.
That was fun.
Oh my gosh!
But I didn't really. You can't explain it without showing it.
So a lot of people Ray was. They didn't want him to walk downstairs because they were worried about whether he would make it down or not. But they were talking, everybody in the comments was talking about, don't let him go down the stairs with a spoon because something might happen. Or
you never know what's going to happen with a spoon. Okay, where all this started was, I always tell my kids that, and this constantly, I tell all of my kids, everybody who listens to me talk for any length of time has heard this, that anything can be a weapon if you're determined enough, even a spoon. Now, this comes from way long ago. It was one of those. If you're walking, there's no one in the woods to hear the sound a tree makes when it falls, is it really a sound? Silly questions like that. Well, one of them is, which would you rather be killed with, a knife or a spoon? It's an old saying. Yeah. Of course, you'd say a knife because a spoon would take too long.
Oh, it'd be painful.
It would be painful and would take long. And those of you who remember the Kevin Costner version of Robin Hood with Alan Rickman, at one point, Alan says, I'm going to cut your heart out with a spoon. And his cousin is standing there and says, Guy Gisborne, and says, a spoon, cousin? Why spoon? Why not an axe or a sword? And he says, because it's dull, you twit. It'll hurt more.
Rachel and I
it's
say
one
this
of our
to each
favorite
other all
movie
the
quotes.
time.
And we talk about it all the time. So that's why the whole thing about spoon comes up is because of Alan Rickman.
Now, you can't actually kill somebody with a spoon. Like, you can't.
You can. Absolutely. You can stab it, dig it. I mean, anything is a weapon if you're determined enough, including a spoon.
If you can get the eye out, you can shove the spoon in there and scramble the brains like you're mummifying
especially
somebody.
if it's if a good big serving spoon, you can do all kinds of stuff with damage with that. But yeah, you could hit a jugular. I mean, if you're determined enough, you can take it out. I mean, ask anybody who's spent any time in prison, whom I've talked to, some inmates, the spoons are hard to come by because they make prized weapons. I mean, because you sharpen it a little bit and you've got you a dandy shank. So, I had somebody tell me about that one time. I know a lot of people in a lot of places.
Yes,
Y'all
yes,
just saying. There's a lot of things out there. But that's okay. Yeah, I haven't watched their new episode, the boys' new episode, but I love them. I makes me want to go to Connecticut and hang out.
Oh,
They're in Connecticut.
It's so funny to watch.
And so are the Knitting Posse and the Kim and Jonna. They're all in Connecticut. And I watch all those podcasts, but I love the boys. I love Gavin and Ray.
It was so fun to watch them.
Yeah.
I'm the After Dark episodes are
hysterical.
We will be there every time now.
Oh yeah, we'll be there.
I had to text her. I was like, oh my gosh, you got to get on here.
I know, because we were cooking dinner. I mean, for once I was actually helping in the kitchen. I'm like, okay, I got to quit. I got to get online. So I dumped him and left him in the kitchen cooking all by himself.
Sorry.
Oops.
Oh man.
So we've been at this for 2 hours.
I think we need to be done.
So we need to stop. We'll keep on going, but we're going to turn the camera off. Is what's going to happen. We'll turn the camera off. So.
Yeah. We might say some things we don't want to record.
That happens all the time anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you think of anything else?
Now just let us know what kind of blog posts you'd like to see.
Yeah, what kind of stuff you want us to do, or things you want us to talk about on here.
I did have a thought. We had said something about just one brain cell working. Some things that you guys said you wanted us to talk about or do, and one of them was books, and some people are like, I don't want to do books. So I thought about just putting them in the show notes, like things we've read, or because I read a book about every other week, so I don't mind putting that down there. Because I just finished one that was really good. What was it?
That one thought just disappeared.
Right now, it's anatomy. It's about like a girl wanting to be a surgeon in the 16th century. It's pretty good, actually. I've enjoyed it so far. Yeah, anatomy. What was the one I just finished?
Are you listening to him or reading it?
I listen to
She
books,
listens to
audiobooks. Because, and most of the reading, like physical reading, I have to do is for college right now. Or AP Chemistry was before that, too. So I have not sat down to actually read a book in over a year.
I read online. I do. I read because then I can prop it up and swipe through as I'm knitting and doing other things too. But I haven't gotten into new books lately. I'm rereading. I just started rereading.
Those are good to put in there.
Some books too. Yeah. But because I like that. I like revisiting old friends.
Yeah. And yeah, for sure. There's books that I will read over and over.
Over and over. So, we'll put those in the show notes in case.
Or TV shows, something. So what we're watching, what we're doing, kind of thing, to give you a little bit of
oomph, extra.
Most people might not want to hear about it. But some people did request.
Okay. Well, we'll do that too sometimes. Hope y'all enjoyed what we watched and that you're still here.
Because you got to hear the catchphrase.
You got to hear the catchphrase. We'll see you next time. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks out. Knit periodically. Bye, y'all.